Hello friends, welcome to my channel together with Abhi. In this video, we are going to see how we can launch a Windows instance using EC2. So let's directly go to services. We will select EC2 and it brings us to an EC2 dashboard. We will click launch instance and it will ask first for the Amazon machine image. We can filter on free tier and we can search for Windows. So this is how we are able to select the kind of operating system or applications that we want to install. We'll select the very first entry which we get. Let's select that. The second thing it is going to ask is the instance type, which represents the hardware. You can see there are different families like memory optimized, storage optimized, compute optimized. We will just go with the general purpose as of now and we will select the free tier available. For these options, we will keep them as default. We just wanted to talk about protection against accidental termination because we covered in the theory in the last section. This just keeps you, if you enable this, if in case you try to terminate, it won't allow you. Okay. Tenancy is something we are going to discuss about this in the next video when we cover the theory. CloudWatch in the CloudWatch module. So only this accidental termination was something we wanted to discuss. The next is user data. So we talked about bootstrapping in the last video. Bootstrapping allows you to run some kind of program, some kind of code programmatically. This is the code. We are just going to copy paste it, and at the time of launch of instance, this code is going to run automatically. We are now going to check on the storage part. There are different things. Non-encrypted storage is available to us. We are going to just add the tag. So in this video, what basically we are going to take a look at, we are going to launch an instance, Windows instance, RDP to it, connect to it using RDP, and then we are just going to check the bootstrapping, which is running of the code at the start or the launch of the instance. So you can see it tells you RDP session it is going to launch using the protocol TCP and port range 3389. You could have selected an existing security group, the last Linux security group that we created last time, but it is going to provide you an SSH connection, which is not useful for Windows. So we are not going to use that. We are going to create a new security group, which we will name as Windows security group. And it is going to allow access using RDP for the entire world. So that's why it is giving you a warning, because we are giving the source as the entire world. Entire world will have access. So this is not a very recommended setting, but we'll just go ahead with this as of now. So 0.0.0.0 represents available to entire world. Now we will have to select a key pair. We could have selected an existing key pair like Linux key pair, but we are going to create a new key pair for Windows. Now this key pair is just a private public key. Public key is stored within the instance and private key is made available to you. So you will download this PEM file. Private key is in the form of PEM file. You are just going to store it safely with you on your local computer. Now we are going to just launch this instance. So as we launch this instance, after this, when we are going to connect, we would be requiring a username and password. The password needs to be generated using the PEM file that we just created. So let's just check the logs. Just go to the instances. It is going to take some time. As you can see, it is in the pending state. It was going to take some time, but we will need this public domain name because we are going to use that to connect. So we will just store it safely in one place. Also, you can see the other information is quite normal. We already have checked it in the past videos too. Everything stays normal. It is an EBS type, EBS type root device. EBS stands for block storage that is provided by AWS, and it is going to take a little bit of time. It is in the running state now. So we'll just go and connect it. So for connecting, there is a button at the top. You can see connect, and you have an option of creating an Rdp client. So if you download this remote desktop file and if you click open this, it will just ask for this username, which is administrator. It has already taken the public DNS. It will just require a password. So we will just download this file and we are just going to generate a password. So password is not available yet. It takes around 4 minutes. So we will have to wait. Now how this works, we already have created a key pair. A private key in the form of a PEM file is made available to us. Using that PEM file, we are going to generate a password, and using that password, we are going to connect to this machine through an RDP using username administrator. Okay, so that is how it works. So let us try it again. Hopefully it should work now. Yes, we will choose the file. Okay, so it asks for the key pair, and we will choose the file for the PEM file that we stored. Okay, so we will have to choose this file. Let's just select the file and let's select it. So it is going to generate private key. It's already created, and we are just going to decrypt it and store this password, because this is the password that we are going to use to launch the instance. So now if we go close it, let's open the RDP file. We'll click and open this RDP file. And as you can see, it will ask for username and password. Username will be administrator. It is provided by default. And the password is the one that we just decrypted and copied. So we are going to paste it and we are going to do continue. It should hopefully, if everything is done correctly, it should launch a Windows machine. As you can see, a new Windows machine has been launched. And it is a brand new machine with the configuration AMI that we set up. Let's just go and check the file explorer and see if in case we have that together with Abhi folder that we provided as a part of bootstrapping, it has been created or not automatically. So we'll just go and check that folder within C drive. So let's just go figure out where the C drive is. Okay, here it is, C drive. And you can see that together with Abhi folder has been created. So this has been done programmatically. So this is the process that we called as bootstrapping. Now you can also see certain information about this instance that is made available to you here, which is about memory, architecture, availability zone. This is kind of a metadata. But if in case you want to see more information, more metadata that is made available to you by a specific URL. Okay, we already know the specific URL. We are just going to copy paste this specific URL in this Windows machine, and as we trigger, it is going to provide us the entire data. So you can find out data about all of this, right? So let's just go and copy security groups. Let's append that, and we can have information about the security groups associated with this instance. So you have to run this URL from the instance from which you want data. So you can see it tells you Windows security group is what we have configured for this machine. Similarly, you can find about more information like the host name. We will append host name at the end of this URL, and it provides you detail on the host name. So this is how we connect and find out about bootstrapping and metadata. Now you can go and you can stop this instance. Okay, what do you mean by stop? If you stop an instance, it does allow you to start it. Ephemeral storage of the instance will be lost. We will study about ephemeral storage later, but it is going to stop it and you should be able to start it again. But if you terminate, you are going to kill this instance forever. Okay. Meanwhile, let's just go and discuss upon a few important points, a few important things just to see what we have discussed so far. So it does take some time to stop. It is in the stop state, but meanwhile we can discuss upon a few things. So if you see, we have created two security groups. One is Linux security group, the other is Windows security group. You can have more information about the outbound rules, inbound rules here. Or else you can also go and check it from the actions. So in the first section, it just tell you how many outbound rules it has. But if in case you want to go and edit those rules, you can also do that from the actions which is given at the top. So let's try and go do that. So we can edit the inbound rules from here. So it tells you it is SSH. Okay, Linux is providing an SSH thing, whereas Windows is going to provide you with the RDP. Okay, so you can edit the inbound rules from here. If an instance can be associated to two security groups or more than one security group, and in that case, all the security group, whatever rules you have created would be matched, would be aggregated. We have also created two key pairs. One is Linux, the other is Windows key pair. And as we see, we have just one instance and that has been stopped so far. Now to terminate, we can go back and do a termination. So as you can see, you can start a stopped instance, but not a terminated instance. Terminated instance will be shut down forever. So I hope you like this video. This is all that we have for today. In the next video, we are going to discuss about a little bit of theory, and post that we should be able to do more practical demos. In this video, we just covered how to launch and connect to a Windows instance. If you like the video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.